Hello, welcome to a little bit of a behind the scenes peek at our online anytime course, Writing Smarter. I say behind the scenes because, as you'll notice, there's some things missing and some things that are going to be changed. As I go through this video series, you're going to notice that the version of the course that you see might look slightly different than the version that you see on the screen right now. And that's because we're building the courses right now. We're super excited to launch these, and we are really, I am personally very excited about the concept that it's kind of a self-feeding course, and yet you're not all alone. I love that it allows you the flexibility because that's what online should do, and yet the rigor of a face-to-face class. And the reason I'm doing the cheesy videos with my face in the corner is because I want to remind you that there really is a person working with you and designing with you in this learning adventure, in this learning journey. So I'm going to introduce you to this course, to myself, and then you'll notice that as you go through the unit, on every objective and overview page or part of the module, there will be a video from me walking you through that particular module. And I know you can read and you can find a lot of this on your own, but hopefully the little videos will help kind of glue each section of the module together, so that all five have a flow to them, and that you can also see sort of like the thought process that went into the design of the course and maybe get a break from some of the reading. So my name is Nicole Schrock. I'm going to be your Writing Smarter guide for this course. I have been teaching online for about 8 years now. My teaching began about 20 years ago when I graduated with a degree in communication arts education and landed a job as a choir director. Some of you probably have some interesting stories to tell as well. From there, taught in a very traditional setting after that first experience, except that my traditional setting was a K-12 building that was all-inclusive, all grades in one building, and it was a public school. It wasn't private. So kind of nuts, but that's how it was. Loved that experience. It was a great job. I remember when they first installed a phone in my room, and I had exactly 3 computers because I had extra computers since I did the yearbook and newspaper publications out of my classroom. Moved about 10 years into that experience to Central Ohio, to Columbus area, and had a master's degree at that point in English, and had thought about teaching at the college level, and was able to get some adjunct work. It was really fun. Again, very traditional, face-to-face, teaching writing, whatnot. My background is obviously in language arts. But I wanted more, and what was available in the recession was online, and it was sort of new, and people didn't trust it, and people still don't always trust it, right? And for good reason sometimes, but it was great. It was a great experience for me in that I realized there were things that I needed in my face-to-face class that I couldn't do without technology, and vice versa. And so I really have tried to embrace teaching through online effectively, but also my real passion right now is in teaching teachers to be be the best educator they can be and help them along the way, either whether it's with technology or in a traditional classroom in our content area like this Writing Smarter. You're going to see influences of my technology background as we take this course. I really believe that technology has a lot to offer in Writing Smarter and writing across the curriculum and all this collaborative um, energy that we want to create in our writing classrooms. And so that's where this is launching from. I'm currently working with teachers in a face-to-face setting with some of these same concepts so that we can blend technology into our instruction to help launch cross-curricular and collaborative writing, authentic writing tasks, and those kinds of things. Very excited about starting this class with you. I too need the flexibility. I've got 3 children, 3 little boys. They're not very little anymore. I keep reminding my 15-year-old who's a freshman that I'm not old enough to have a freshman in high school, and he assures me that I am plenty old. Anyway, it's always good for my ego to have him around. I've got my middle son is a 6th grader, and my youngest is a 2nd grader, and we'll be adding a 4th. Perhaps while you're taking this course, I might be in Ethiopia part of the time getting our baby girl home. So lots going on in my life. I understand the need for any time. One word of caution I want to throw out to you. Even the best intentions can just go by the wayside. Like I have best intentions to be a writer, to write, because I teach writing. I feel like I need to exercise that tool in my personal workshop, you know. But unless I set aside time to do that, it doesn't happen. So you know where I'm going with this. I believe you have 3 months to complete the course. Look at your calendar now and pencil this in as if it's a real appointment and stick with it. Um, it little bits at a time add up. Even if you can't get that full amount, for me right now, all I can really get in is a simple journal where I just journal little tidbits. And I even number them and try to get in 3 numbers a day. That sounds maybe too legalistic for some of you, but what can you do? Can you put yourself on, a minutes or tasks type of agenda? Each of these modules is going to set up exactly the same because I think patterns help us launch into our learning a little bit. We need, even as adult learners, we need some of that structure to help guide us. And so I want it to be very predictable, and I don't want to throw any surprises at you. So this is how the course is going to be set up, but I really encourage you to set a time specifically devoted to the course so that you can get the most out of it and that it doesn't get away from you. I will do the same as your instructor and try to keep on top of any questions you have. All my contact information is on this page, and I'm available mostly by email. I'd like you to try that first. I do have those come to my phone so that I can answer your questions as quickly and promptly as possible. I'm really looking forward to this journey with you. Remember that you're not learning in a silo, even though you're learning online, so you're not alone, and I encourage you to reach out with any questions or concerns. Have a great experience.